We are live, back with In Between the Lines. Jeff, football season is back.
Happy football season!
Man, it's been a minute, but hey, it feels good, don't it? Ooh, what's that cup? What is that cup? I like that cup. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm pumped up, man.
Well, I'll start off. You see what the wife got me, didn't you?
I like it.
She got me the Underwood jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what was your thoughts on Bryce on the first game?
I thought he looked good. I mean, for somebody that just turned 18 3 weeks ago, I thought he looked good. He can make all the throws. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I know I talked about him to you before he even committed to Michigan, and I told you that he was the real deal. That I saw him in person in high school, and he was the real deal. And I expected all through training camp that he was going to end up being the starter. So I wasn't surprised when that happened. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked better than anything we had last year. And the numbers showed that. So I was happy. What did you think? Because that's probably your first time really seeing him.
It is. I'm excited about him, man. I think he's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know, year 2, make 3. Man, he got some heat on that ball too, man. You see how hard he was throwing it?
He does, and I don't think some of them are ready for it. I heard a lot of people complain that he throws everything too hard. Which, no, he throws some things too hard, but he had some touch too. I mean, the touchdown that he threw to Klein, that was a touch pass, and I don't know if you remember that one where they were deep in their end zone and he just tossed it over the guy. There's only a couple people making that throw right now, and so he can do a little bit both. I think some of those receivers weren't ready for that. I think as the season progresses, that's going to be just fine. He can get it in some tight windows that other people can't get it into.
Right. Yeah. Overall, they look good, man. I'm anxious to see what they're going to look like against Oklahoma this week.
Yeah, that's the test. I mean, that's the one that I had circled. I mean, that's the big test. They're a ranked team on the road, and they're always a powerhouse too. So, like I said, yeah, I was a little at first disappointed with the defense, but then after rewatching it again and listening to some people talk, you know, they scored on a trick play. They scored on a short field. They scored on a short field when Marsh, the freshman, fumbled on the kickoff. They had that one drive where we just kind of got ate up with some bad penalty calls and some missed not catch that they allowed, like a 30-yard pass that was clearly not a catch. They allowed that to go. So, and then the one drive where they put a good drive together and drove down the field. Somebody told me, and after rewatching it, that whole drive, Michigan had 7 second stringers on. So, I mean, it was one of those, that wasn't their first team defense that allowed that to happen. So, you know, I think Sharon Moore didn't want to show everything that he had before playing.
Yeah.
So, but I liked how the offensive line looked. I liked how Justice Haynes looked. Like I said, that was the best quarterback performance. We didn't have that at all last year. He had more yards than any game last year. Longest play than anyone last year. I mean, the teams aren't going to be able to just stop the run this year. Like, so they're going to have to account for him, and that's nice.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Well, that was a good game. I watched college football all weekend.
Yeah, you know, there was some good matchups, but not necessarily great games. I thought that Texas and Ohio State game was boring. And neither one of those teams looked really good to me.
Archie looked really bad.
He did.
I was disappointed.
You know, it was funny. So I know he played a little bit last year, and he's obviously a pretty high recruit. But I wasn't impressed with him when he played last year, because I remember when he came in, and everybody was saying, "Oh, they need to bench Ewers and play him." And when he played, I was like, I'm not seeing it. I understand he's a high recruit, but then I think it was last week. I forget. Is it Jordan Rogers? I think that's his name. He's Aaron Rodgers' brother, but he's an analyst at ESPN. He had made that statement last week that he had said that the hype didn't match the game film, and that he didn't see him being a first round quarterback, a first pick, a Heisman candidate, and he got a lot of heat for saying that. And I don't think he's getting so much heat anymore.
Well, it's, I thought he looked good when I seen him last season, honestly. But this past Saturday, he looked like trash.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. He didn't look ready. But I think he's going to rebound. I really do. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I think everybody puts too much pressure on these young quarterbacks nowadays. It's not common for a young quarterback to come out and just dominate in their first few games. I mean, that's just not common. You see it happen a couple times, and then everybody thinks that's the norm. And if they don't do it, then they're a bust. And I agree. I mean, he's got some talent and for some reasons, but there's hype there for some reason. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, and they making that money now.
Yeah.
I think he getting 6.8 million.
Yeah, they said he was the highest value NIL in college football.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I still hate it. I hate it. I mean, I think Michigan's going to benefit from it. Like I said, they're one of the richest programs out there, but I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all.
We'll see how it goes. Are you satisfied with the Michigan running backs?
Yeah, Jordan Marshall didn't show me what I'd hoped he'd show me. I mean, he didn't play bad by any means, but because he played well last year, so I was expecting some good stuff from him. But Justice Haynes looked phenomenal. I bet Kevin DeBoer wishes he was still there at Alabama right now, because
Speaking of Alabama,
he might not have a job here shortly.
Man, they got smoked.
Yeah, it was ugly. I read interesting. I mean, not a big Nick Saban fan at all, but I'll recognize that he was a great coach. But they said in his whole career at Alabama, he had 4 losses to unranked teams in his whole career. Kevin DeBoer has already hit that.
Damn.
Yeah, and they owe him a ton of money too. So I mean, I don't know.
These Alabama fans already calling for his head.
They absolutely are. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to keep putting up with that. They're not going to keep putting up with that. So we'll see what happens there. Which is crazy.
Okay.
He could have stayed at Washington and been a hero for there, but yeah, they ain't going to put up with that at Alabama. I mean, how do you follow somebody like Saban?
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
So when you look at the rankings, you got Ohio State and Penn State ranked number 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois is 11. Michigan 15.
Oregon's up there too, somewhere like 7.
Number 6.
6.
Yeah, that's.
And then I think Indiana's in the top 25 as well. I just think rankings this early are stupid, to be honest with you, though. I mean, I don't think they should put out rankings until like week 3 or 4. But
I don't see Indiana. Oh, yeah, they're 23.
23. It's crazy.
There's going to be a lot of changes.
Well, for sure. Michigan got a good schedule this year, though. Like I said, they had the brutal one last year, but out of all those teams you guys we just read, I think the only one of those they play is Ohio State. They don't have Penn State. I don't think they have Illinois. I don't think they have Indiana.
Who was that? Ohio State?
No, Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, Michigan doesn't have any of those teams except Ohio State on their schedule this year. Whereas, like I said, last year it was the brutal schedule. This year, it's not. Like I said, if they beat Ohio State, if they beat Oklahoma next week, then they got Central Michigan, Nebraska, Wisconsin at home. USC on the road could be tough. Washington at home, Michigan State on the road, Purdue at home, Northwestern on the road, Maryland on the road. I mean, that's so much different than last year's schedule.
Yeah, they do have a favorable schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like I said, if they can get by this week, they can make some noise, I think. I mean, even if they lose this week, I mean, you saw. I mean, Ohio State won the whole thing last year with 2 losses. I mean, the expanded playoffs really opens the door, but I'd still like to see them get a dub next week. And it's another evening game. I like the evening games myself, other than I'm so old I can't stay up that late anymore. It's tough. I do, but it's tough.
Yeah, I don't mind them either. I prefer the early game, but I got to travel the very next day, so I wish it was an early game.
Yeah. Where are you traveling to?
I got to go to Arkansas, man, for some job training for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Dang. Some serious job training, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The big boy stuff.
Yeah. That the Notre Dame Miami game, that was a good game.
That was good, man. I was pulling for Notre Dame, but Miami was just too much for him.
You know, so CJ Carr, he was the starting quarterback for Notre Dame. I reffed him several times in his high school career. He played at Saline, and I was never impressed with him ever in high school. So when he was listed as a super high recruit, that surprised me. When he went to Notre Dame, it surprised me. When they listed him as a starter, it surprised me. He didn't play bad, though.
Well, I didn't know that Lloyd Carr had a grandson even coming up. So until Saturday night.
Yeah, see, I knew, obviously, because like I said, I was reffing him since he was a sophomore. But like I said, he was one of those things, like I said, when I first heard of him, when he first went there as a sophomore, they were still talking about possibly Michigan, but Michigan didn't really recruit him. And so then when I watched him play, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he doesn't, I mean, he's good, but there was nothing that blew me away about him. Like when I compared him to like Dante Moore, who played at King and plays for, I think, Oregon now. Dante Moore was way better than he was. And then same thing when I see Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood's way better than both of those guys. So it was like one of those, it didn't disappoint me that he chose Notre Dame. But when they first announced him as their starter, I was like, ooh, that's not good for Notre Dame as far as I was concerned. But he looked all right. I mean, he didn't look bad. Now there's another Carr that's at Saline right now, the younger brother. He's better. I think he's better. But I haven't heard any college talk for him yet.
Okay. Yeah, my initial thought was, why he's not on Michigan?
Yeah.
And my understanding was never impressed.
My understanding was they didn't really recruit him very hard. And then they had said something to the fact, I think they were talking about it on the game on Sunday, was that he kind of wanted to go carve his own path too. Like he didn't want to just be Lloyd Carr's grandson is here because he was the coach here. I mean, he wanted to go make his own name, which I can respect that too. But I mean, if he was really, really good, I'd be mad. But he's
right.
But like I said, he's good, but he's not anything that super impressed me. But yeah. But it does feel nice to have football back, though. I know that.
And it's amazing. It's just about to start getting cold now.
Yeah, that is the thing about football. Is once football season comes, it's generally starts getting cold. It's a long season.
That's all right. I'm here for it.
Yeah. What are you feeling on your Bears?
I gotta see.
Yeah.
I just gotta see it. I like the way Caleb looked when he did play in the preseason. But we still gotta wait for the season to start. But I'm excited, man. I'm not gonna put a bold prediction out there or anything like that. but we definitely going to be better than we were last year. You know,
well, they definitely have a better offensive line this year, which that should help. I guess one of the things, I've never been a Caleb Williams fan, but I guess one of the one things I could say that I think would be a positive is that I haven't heard much about him this offseason or this preseason. Like I said, so I mean, last year that's all you heard, and how he was this generational talent, and he was going to take them to the Super Bowl, and he was better than everybody else, and all this. You heard all this diva stuff and him talking and things like that. I've heard none of it this year, so maybe he's locked in now. I mean, maybe he realized, these are the big boys. I ain't necessarily better than everybody else. I got to work, and maybe he's coming because, I mean, the hype was definitely there for him,
I just can't get past the fingernails. I cannot get past the fingernails, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I would have a hard time with my starting quarterback like that too. But who do they open with?
We got Minnesota.
Oh, dang! So all
Monday Night Football.
Wow, it's crazy that they're having these conference matchups first game.
Yeah, our whole division is playing each other because y'all got Green Bay, right?
We have Green Bay Sunday, 4:00, 4:25, with the newly acquired Micah Parsons.
I think they overpaid for him.
Well,
I don't think he's highest paid talent. I just don't.
I agree. I love being a Lions fan that they now have $110 million a year wrapped up into Micah Parsons and Jordan Love. That really hampers them, and now I'm hearing all this back injury stuff about Micah Parsons too, and how he's going to have to get injections and things like that. I was telling somebody when they first signed him, I heard some of the rumblings about it, but you know how rumblings and trade rumors go. So I wasn't necessarily buying into it. And then it was literally, I think we were on my way to my son's football game, and he had said, Green Bay got Micah Parsons. And I was like, oh, no, that's just a rumor. And he was like, no, it's on ESPN. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. So, oh, man, that's who we play first week. But then I remembered as like he probably really hasn't been practicing. He might not be in shape yet. He's definitely not in the scheme. And I know you can plug in a defensive end. That's not like a quarterback and receiver or anything like that. But still, I wasn't too concerned. And then I remembered that, Penei Sewell's pretty much dominated against them in the past too. So I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, does that mean I think we're going to win this week? I don't know. I mean, it's not easy going to Green Bay on the road. So I don't like that the Lions don't play any of their starters in the preseason. Because to me, I think that makes them start the season slow anyway.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to think. I mean, they match up well against us. It's on the road. It'll be our first game. I mean, I know in some of the joint practices, Lions were dominating the teams that they practiced against, but that's practice too. That's not.
Well, this is the only week that I pull for the Lions is when they play in Green Bay,
right?
So, I mean,
yeah. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm anxious to see how the offense is going to look without Ben Johnson calling the plays. I'm anxious to see how the defense is going to look actually healthy. I really, really think that whole season could have been different if they would have been healthy on defense last year. I mean, it just came down to the end. Is
Hutchinson starting right away?
Yep. They said not only is he fully recovered, they said he looks better. They said they seems to have more flexibility and more strength right now than he did before he was injured. So I'm looking for him to dominate.
Okay. And what did he hurt again?
He broke his leg, like his tibia, like snapped it right in half. He had to have it. I think they had to even put a rod in there. I don't know, but it completely snapped. I remember. I mean, when you watched the play, it was one of those. He was going full speed around the corner and did a dive, and his legs whipped and hit somebody else's leg, and it just kept going. It was nasty, but No, they said he's completely back and looks better than ever. So
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited.
We shall see.
Oh yeah, we shall see. Lions. I mean, I think we talked about this last time we did a show too, but both Lions and Bears have brutal schedules. The non-conference games are tough. Non-conference games
we
are
got
tough.
like the fifth or fourth hardest schedule in the league.
Yeah, yours is actually probably considered harder than ours, just because I'm sure we're ranked higher. So you guys have us twice. But I mean, the off-conference schedule is just absolutely brutal. Like at Baltimore, at Cincinnati, at Kansas City, at Washington, at Philadelphia, at the Rams,
at Cincinnati. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Every single one of those teams is a playoff contending team.
At San Francisco.
You guys have at San Fran? We don't have San Fran. We have the Rams. You have San Fran. But yeah,
But I'm wondering who is going to be the disappointment this year. Because there's always a team.
Yeah.
That dominated. And the next year, they just fell all the way off.
I'm hoping it's Minnesota with the rookie quarterback. Or I guess he's not a rookie. But
McCarthy, man, that's your guy.
Not now.
Oh wow!
No, I love McCarthy, but I don't want to see Minnesota do well. I mean, they're tough. They got some players, but that is interesting though. I mean, to be as good as they were last year, would they win 14 games and get rid of their quarterback and now go to a kid who has never even taken an NFL snap because he got hurt in the preseason last year. And I've heard some mixed reviews about how he's played this preseason so far.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they're gonna rely on the run game pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. I mean, they got good receivers. Like, I mean, Jefferson's one of the best, and then Addison's a good receiver too. But I think he's suspended for the first 6 games, maybe. I think so.
For PEDs.
Yep, I know. I know it's we play them in one of those first 6 games, so we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, I think it was 6. I mean, a lot of times they do some type of appeal and get a game or 2 knocked off anyway, but we'll see. But
I think we win Monday night. I will put that prediction out there. We're going to take it.
Okay. Is it at home?
It's at home.
I mean, I won't be surprised at home. Like I said, I mean, Ben Johnson's going to be pumped up. I like Ben Johnson. I'm anxious to see how he is going to be as a coach, but like I said, I think Minnesota's going to have their hands full with the quarterback. I mean, yeah, I think
27-13.
That's your prediction?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be anxious to see how Caleb Williams is now that he's got a full year under his belt. Now that he's got Ben Johnson. Now that he's got an offensive line. I'm anxious to see how he is. Like I said, there's nobody really talking about the Bears. I can say that, which bodes well for the Bears.
Good.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess who else could be that team that dominated last year and good. I mean, I've heard some people say the Lions. I've heard some people talk about the Lions.
Y'all lost a lot.
We didn't lose a lot. We lost assistant coaches. We didn't really lose players. I mean, we lost Frank Ragnow, our starting center. That's a big loss.
Jamal Williams?
No, we didn't have Jamal Williams last year. We had him before we got Montgomery. We let Williams go and we signed Montgomery.
Okay.
We lost the defensive back that I liked. I forget what his name was, but then they signed the DJ Reed, who's a better defensive back. Was it Carlton Davis?
Yeah.
We lost Carlton Davis, and I liked Carlton Davis a lot, but then they signed DJ Reed, who, by all intents and purposes, is a better defensive back. Other than that, we didn't really lose anybody. I mean, we just got rid of Tim Patrick, which was our third receiver, but That's because this rookie Tesla has been a stud. So
I'll say y'all lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn.
Yeah,
That's
like
it.
I said, yeah. Well, I mean, they might have lost another coach or here. I think didn't Anton Randall go with Ben Johnson, and I'm sure Aaron Glenn took somebody with them too. I mean, some assistants. Yeah, they lost some assistants, but 2 coordinators and a couple of assistants. So, I mean, yeah, they lost some coaching positions, but the players are there. The players are all still there.
Well, I'm interested to see how Jared Goff is going to look without Ben.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, that's the big question is, yeah, how much different are they going to still run? I can't imagine they're still going to run as many trick plays as they did with Ben Johnson. I was talking with somebody about the other day, wondering if they were going to go for as many 4th downs as they went for last year. I still think that they will. I think that's a Dan Campbell thing myself. I think the 4th down thing is a Dan Campbell thing. And all right, Ben, what do you want us to run? But I think he's going to still do the same thing with the new guy. And I've heard some good reviews about the new guy. I forget what his name is, but they like him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his name was. They said he came from Denver. And I know they are really happy, and that was the whole plan for the defensive coordinators to have Shepard step up and be the defensive coordinator. That was always the plan. So they liked that move anyway.
Okay.
But we'll see. Like I said, to me, still, I mean, the glue that bonded everybody is still Dan Campbell, and Dan Campbell's still there. So to me, if we lost Dan Campbell, that'd be a different story. But we'll see. Like I said, I know there's a lot of offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators that have gone on to other coaching jobs and that have not been a good head coach. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to be the case with Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn, but there's been plenty that have gone on and been great head coaches too. It's a different thing. I know that. Well, we'll see. Okay. But player-wise, no, we haven't really lost anybody. In fact, I think we've gained because we've got a bunch of players back from injury.
Yeah, y'all had a lot of injuries last year. I do remember that.
Yeah, we had lost 16 people on defense, like for the season. That's insane.
And all of them are back?
No, like Aleem McNeil is still injured. They said he'll be back maybe in between weeks 4 and 6. Malcolm Rodriguez is still injured. I don't know when he's supposed to come back. But we got Marcus Davenport back. We've got Aiden Hutchinson back. We got Derek Barnes is back. Like I said, Carlton Davis was one of the ones we lost. Like I said, we replaced him with DJ Reader. We still have Barnes, Anzalone, and Campbell as the main linebackers. We'll have Davenport, Reader, and Hutchinson up front. I think they like the rookie that they signed, the Tyleek Williams. I think they like him on the defensive line. The defensive backs and safeties, we got Branch and Kirby and this new DJ Reed. So, like I said, I think the defense is going to be, as long as they stay healthy, I think the defense is going to be pretty rock solid.
Well, you use all of them that's coming back to put it on Green Bay on Sunday.
I hope so. I hope we smash them. But I know Jordan Love's been dealing with an injury too, but I think he's still been practicing. So he'd hurt his hand and stuff like that. Yeah.
It wasn't nothing serious.
Yeah. I still think he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks there is. So
really?
He's not a $55 million a year quarterback. You think he is? Okay.
He said he's going to use his legs more this year, so he's supposed to be doing a lot more running.
Good. Hit him.
Yeah. And I hope ours run less.
Yeah, right. Like I said, to me, I don't think it's a good plan in the NFL to plan on your quarterback being a running quarterback. That's just not a good formula. You want your quarterback throwing balls. I mean, it's nice to be able to pause. I know it's nice. It's nice to be able to run like when you need to. But like I said, I wish Jared Goff could run. He really can't. But like I said, I'm not looking for. I don't want that to be the main weapon. It's just me.
Right. Okay. What else we got?
I don't know. It's just football right now.
It's
just
a big
football
fight coming up next weekend.
Oh, is that next weekend?
Huh?
Oh yeah. I'm so torn on that one. Like depending on the day, I change who I pick. I mean, you've been Team Crawford all along, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
I go back and forth. Crawford's a stud. Crawford is an absolute stud. I mean, Canelo's a stud too, but I just don't know. I don't know if the desire is there. I think Crawford's gonna be tough on him. I really think that Canelo really hasn't been the same since those Triple G fights. I think those took a lot out of him. But I still think he's fought a lot tougher opponents than Crawford, though. So I mean, but we'll see. I'm anxious. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm glad you just reminded me about that. I was thinking it was still quite a ways away, but God, the summer flew by. It's September.
13th.
It's September. Yeah, I'm going to watch that one for sure.
Yeah, I think Crawford going to whoop.
You think he's going to whoop him?
Yeah.
You think he's going to stop him?
Yep.
Yeah, wow. I don't think that. I think if he wins, he's going to win a decision. I don't think either one of them is going to stop the other one.
Well, you think it's going to go the distance?
I do. And I think whoever wins is going to win by several rounds, though.
Okay.
Like I'm not seeing like one of those 115, 113 matches. So I'm thinking it's going to be like a 117, 112, 118, 112, something like that. Somebody's going to dominate.
Yeah, it'll be Crawford.
Yeah. I mean, I won't be surprised. Like I said, it just depends on the day you ask me. It was funny. I was watching, I saw something yesterday, actually, where it had all the boxers, like other boxers, predicting who was going to win. And it was funny what I had noticed. It was all the Mexican boxers were predicting Canelo to win. All the black boxers were predicting Crawford to win. It was kind of funny to me. But there was no overlap at all. It was funny. But
yeah, Mayweather smoked Canelo, right?
I wouldn't say that he smoked him. It was, I mean, he definitely frustrated him, but he beat him. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any question that he beat him, but it wasn't I didn't think it was like a smoking, no. But I watched that fight. Canelo couldn't hit him. He couldn't get.
That's typically the way a Floyd fight goes, though.
Yeah. It was funny. There's a lawyer that I work with in town, George, big boxing fan, huge boxing fan, and he's been talking about this fight for a year, and he's Team Crawford too. He said the same thing. He thinks Crawford's going to whoop him. Yeah,
Canelo just when he I guess he just didn't look impressive against Floyd at all.
Yeah, that was a while ago too, though. But I mean, that is kind of when he was still in his. He would still be considered prime at that time, though. But let me see, what was the actual scores on that? I mean, I remember watching it, and I mean, he definitely lost. I mean, there wasn't no question like, oh, he got robbed. It wasn't one of those, but I didn't think it was a beatdown either. It was a. So it was a majority decision. One judge had it tied, 114-114. One judge had it 116-112, and then the other judge had it 117-111. So it was like three very different scores. I think if I remembered it how I scored it at home, I think I was more close to that 116-112.
Well, you scored it?
Yeah, I always score them when I'm doing it, you know.
Okay.
This is what I have. I don't know if you see. I know you're not a huge UFC fan, but you do pay attention to it somewhat. Starting in 2026, they're all going to be free.
I did see that.
It's going to be on. Is it Paramount or Peacock or something like that?
Yeah, man.
It's one of. I have whatever it is. I have both Peacock and Paramount, but that's awesome. I'm excited about that.
I wonder what brought that on. How were they able to afford that?
The network that's doing it paid them like $6 billion. So, like I said, that's how UFC's affording it. I mean, they're getting billions of dollars to do it. And so I guess how Paramount's looking at it is, I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast when it first happened, and they were talking about it, and because he's a big UFC guy, and he was saying that it was brilliant for Paramount because nobody wants to pay. Well, not nobody, but a lot of people don't want to pay $80 for the fights when that's how much they are. I think Paramount's like $14 a month or something like that. And how many new subscribers they'll get just because of that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they're saying they think that they think they'll make their money back. But if not, I mean, UFC just gained like $6 million out of it, and it's like a 6 or 7 year deal or something like that.
Oh, they definitely gonna get a lot of subscribers. They gonna make money off of that for sure.
Yep. I mean, because like I said, I used to try to stream them, like get them free. I'd scroll through TikTok and look for TikTok Live, looking for people to stream them and stuff like that, and that's how I'd watch them. But you'd only be able to watch it for a minute, and then it would cut off and get shut down. You'd have to flip through and things like that.
Yeah.
For $80, I'd go through that. But for $14 a month, I'll just pay $14 a month. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people that would do that. And not to mention,
like it's always a UFC fight going.
Yeah, I mean, the main ones, they have at least once a month, the main ones. But then they also have like smaller events too, like fight nights and things like that. So you could probably find a UFC on 2 or 3 times a month. So, like I said, but I haven't really paid as much attention to it the last several years because of that. I just couldn't afford to pay $80 every time one was on, and then, like I said, they're on until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So it'd be like if there was like if somebody big was fighting, yeah, I'd stay up and try to watch it. John Jones or Alex Pereira or somebody like that. Right. But if it was some of the smaller ones, I'd just pay attention to who won the next day. But I'd much rather watch it because I like to know and see, and I like to, when I watch the future ones, know how that guy looked against this other guy. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like you just said. You pay attention to the fights. You're thinking about Canelo right now because of how you remembered how he fought against Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I want to know that when I'm watching it. Like, how does this guy fight? Oh, I saw him fight this guy. Oh, I saw him fight this grappler. Things like that. So I'm excited. It doesn't go into effect till 2026, so a couple more months. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I think that's huge news, especially for fight fans.
Yeah, I'll start paying attention to it even more.
Yeah.
So I get to know these names because I really don't know them now.
Yeah, I mean, and it's such an exciting sport. I mean, like I said, there can be ones that are boring. Don't get me wrong. I said you get 2 guys that are wrestling and they're on the ground the whole time. That can be boring to watch, but there's some really exciting ones too. So yeah,
do you like watching the females?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Some of them are studs, man. When the females first started coming in, there was only a couple of them that I was like, oh, she's good. I mean, a lot of times you'd watch it and there was not going to be a finish. They'd always go to decision, and it just wasn't as skilled as now. But now some of those girls are really, really skilled. I mean, so there's some good fights, but it's definitely gotten better. But
all right. Well, man, it feels good to be back on.
It does.
On the episode with you, man. I'm like I said, we both excited about football. Looking forward to this NFL and college big time.
Yep. For sure. We'll be back on weekly. We'll have to try to work that out again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got some ideas and some things I want to plan out. Some things we kind of talked about before we got offline here. I definitely want to get those things in place.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's time
Yeah.
to start growing. Time to start growing.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
I have had several people ask me like, "What's going on with the podcast? You guys still doing it?" And somebody literally just asked me that yesterday, and I was like, "You know what? We're about to do one. We're about to do one." They're like, "Okay, I watched them all." So I like hearing things like that. So it did make me feel good to know that we're getting back into it. So yeah, I guess I guess this is a short one this week, but it's good to be back, and we'll get back into the swing of things for sure. I guess we'll see everybody back next week, right?
That's right. That's right. Come on, man, give me a score. Oh, we gotta pick the games.
Ooh, you really want to pick them already? All right, let's do it,
man.
Let's do it. All right, games start tomorrow. Let's pick tomorrow right off the bat.
It's Dallas and
Eagles.
Philly, right?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go Philly. I gotta go Philly.
I got Philly at home for sure. For sure. I honestly don't even think it's going to be close.
Yeah, and then we got a Friday game.
Oh, dang. In Sao
Chiefs
Paulo?
and Chargers.
That's interesting. That's interesting. It's not, I mean, even though it says Chargers are home, it's not a home game. It's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oof. I'm going to go Chargers anyway.
You going to go Chargers?
I'm going to go Chargers.
I want to go Chargers too, but I'm a go Chiefs then. I go the opposite.
Okay.
Saints and Cardinals.
Do the Saints even have a quarterback? Didn't they just announce like Spencer Rattler was going to be their starting quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know, man. And I got Chris Olave on my fantasy. I don't even know why I wasn't even thinking about they didn't have a quarterback.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals too. I'm going to go Cardinals. Okay. Dolphins, Colts.
I'm going Dolphins.
Daniel Jones, yeah. I'm going Colts.
Okay.
Raiders, Pats.
God, it's so tough picking them this early. I'm going to go
Patriots.
Okay, I'm going to go Raiders.
Steelers and Jets.
Your boy Aaron Rodgers playing his old team. I'm going to go Jets. You're going with Aaron, aren't you?
I am.
I knew you would.
Giants and Commanders.
You know, I like the Commanders in that game, but I will say, I don't know if they've named him the starter or not, but did you see Jackson Dart this preseason? Jackson Dart looked like he's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, he looked good.
But I'm going to
still going Commanders.
Yeah, I'm going Washington at home.
Well, this is an ugly one. Panthers and Jags.
Good Lord. I'll tell you, the loser in that one is the fans. I'm going to go Jags.
All right, I'll go Panthers. Bengals and Browns.
I got Bengals.
Who was the Browns quarterback? Flacco.
Joe Flacco, followed by Dylan Gabriel, and then your boy Shador.
I got to go Bengals.
Yeah.
Falcons, Bucks.
I'm going to go Bucks.
Okay, I'm going to go Falcons.
Is Pennick starting for the Falcons? Yeah.
Yeah. 49ers, Seahawks.
I'm going to go 49ers.
I'm going Niners too.
You struggled with that one?
Yeah. Titans, Broncos.
Broncos.
And they in Denver.
They're in Denver.
High altitude. I'm going Broncos. Lions, Packers. I think that's it.
I got Lions.
I'm gonna go Pack.
That hurts.
Just because.
That hurts. First week you're throwing jabs. That hurts.
No, it's not a jab. I just don't want us to keep having the same picks. Texans, Rams.
Oof. You know, I'd heard originally that Matthew Stafford might not play for like half the season, but then I just heard he was starting.
Yeah, he's starting.
I'm going. That's a tough one. I'm going to go Texans.
Damn it. All right, I'll go Rams. In the game of the week, Ravens, Bills.
That is a tough one. Well, I've got the Bills going to the Super Bowl against the Lions, so I'm going Bills.
That's your Super Bowl pick, really?
That's my Super Bowl pick. You heard it here first.
Bills and Lions. Okay. I'm going to go Ravens.
Okay.
Super Bowl pick. Man, that's interesting. Wow. I think I got Philly going back to the Super. I'm gonna go Philly, Baltimore for my Super Bowl.
Those are solid picks. Who we picking on Monday night?
Oh, we didn't go there?
Just lost you. You there?
Oh, Jake, you there? Yo, Jake. It's still recording, homie.
I don't know what happened. We lost Jeff. Know that Jeff is going to go ahead and pick the Bears. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a jab at him. And I'm going to pick the Vikings. Well, I guess he's not coming back. We had some connectivity issues. But hey, everybody, we are back. Thanks for checking in. Check us out on all our social media platforms. Check us out everywhere you can find a podcast, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the usual places. But hey, it's football season. It's good to be back. Until next time.